Hello. Hey, everybody. Can't rush art. I know we're late again. Hey, Batman. Superman sucks. What's up, everybody? Wake up, Panda. Yeah, back from sleeping. Alright, everybody, we're taking rapid challenges here. Any good blogs today on lichess to make fun of? Feeling real good there. Alright. My bullet correspondence game with our hero, Sun Prism, who abandoned the simul yesterday. Discombobulator! What's up, guys? I'm recovered from the weekend. I'm fully recovered. I was trying to start at 12:30. My schedule is 12, but 12:30. Today, couldn't get it up literally until 12:45. So I'm gonna try to stream as long as I can. Maybe an hour 45 minutes. I wasn't served any good blogs to mock there. Let's see what we got. Analyzing Armageddon games. Not really interesting. I gotta check out the new mobile app, but no, there's no good blogs to make fun of there. Alright, so we'll focus on rapid chess today. I couldn't sleep last night because of all night poker game on Saturday, so I played Blitz casual games on my phone until like 4:30 in the morning. And I like to experiment and try to get some interesting stuff going on. The Knight A5 against the Italian game is coming along. That looks fun. All right, this can probably be great. See you here for lunch break. Running late today. I hope you don't make it back to the factory in time. You work at a meth lab, is that right? Discombobulator works at a meth lab and fell into a huge vat of methamphetamine prototype proto-methamphetamine materials. No, he didn't fall in. Sorry, one of the workers fell in, and the drug factory doesn't have very good insurance. All right, Breaking Bad. I need to watch one day. No, in a room where I treat people. The app is cool, but not full in function. Yeah, it says beta. Alright, so let's get some challenges. Masturbate, good to see you, sir. Great to see you. I shouldn't say good, it's great to see you. Yesterday, pretty good simul. I did protest res one game. People can't read the rules. Sun Prism, where'd you go, man? You abandoned simul yesterday. We're gonna need some sort of excuse. What is this? Casual 7+5. Alright. You have a drop points for dropping from simul yesterday. Simul drop points. If you accumulate drop points, we drop you out of a plane over the vat at Discombobulator's factory. Alright. Yeah, well, I've been playing purely E4. You literally fell asleep. I did that during a $500 poker tournament, but that was alcohol related. All right. E4, E6. Yeah, the French I didn't face much yesterday. I I don't really have a good line against the French, to be honest. Nothing that feels solid. Okay, let's play Queen E2. He did that to somebody in my fraternity, one of the pledges, or maybe he was even a brother at that point, who we almost got in. I mean, I wasn't involved in it directly, but our chapter almost got in big trouble for that. The dude got painted while he was passed out. Anyway, good times. E4, E6, Queen E2, E5. Ironically, I was having like a fraternity reunion dream last night. I had a really, really detailed dream about some brothers from my college fraternity meeting up at like some resort for like a reunion type of thing. And the guys were just, I wasn't crazy, but they were crazy. They're just out of control. I'm always on my best behavior, guys. You know me. Very conservative. I'm extremely conservative. Knight f3, knight c6. I played d3. You know, maybe this move is inferior. But I'm not playing the system too much. It just occurred to me, yeah, Queen E2 I have played once or twice. It has its value. What am I gonna play at the World Team Championship, guys? Am I gonna play E4? That would certainly surprise people. No, I like to mix it up though, depending on who my opponent is. We'll see. I'll prepare. Whoa. Whoa now. What is that? You're taking with the queen. How does that work exactly? We shall see. How does that work? Does that work? Then Chess was on earlier, asking, well, just being here, I guess. All right, Bishop G2. Play it. The voice. Whatever happened to voice? Voice chat moves. That sort of fell flat. Well, you have knight d4. Oh snap! That's a different story. What about knight c3? Bishop b4. What about it? Bishop d2. That actually seems reasonable. All right. Dude, that's really inspiring and creative, Uber driver. We rely on you for your good news and your inspiring creativity. But I enjoyed that. YouTube video you sent me of the game that was put to music. It had like 89 followers. How did you possibly find that? You just did like an online search for for games of my games and Eric Godin. I was glad at least it was a game I won. By 1993, I had the upper hand against Godin. But in 90 through 92, he was still. We really had a little rivalry between like 1990 and 92. Okay. As I mentioned, I had a match against him. But by 93, by the time that game was played in the Boylston Champ, I was pretty strong. Okay, maybe we did have the match around that time. Maybe a little bit earlier, 92. Harry Lyman, of course, sponsored. Harry would sponsor matches at the club among the masters. I don't remember if our blindfold match had any kind of prize or something. Do you remember? That wasn't like a Harry sanctioned match, was it? I think Harry might have been passed away by that point when we played. I don't remember. The match with you was probably up around 94, 95. Maybe even 96. Okay. I miss playing matches with people. The Hungarian chess sort of sucks here. I don't like not having a club, you know? I liked having a chess club that I would actually go to the physical chess club and play tournaments. And here, there's nothing like that. It sucks, you know? I guess Harry had probably passed on at that point. It was right around the time when he died, where he no longer, at least he no longer was active. Chess rhythm. All right. Well, this looks pretty tight, man. I'm fine with this. What about H3? Do you want to play H3? Yeah, why not? Bishop 5 knight H4. I like bishops personally. Some person's trying to be white with the black pieces. That's a tall order. I haven't wasted any time, but you're not only trying to be white with the black pieces. You played E6, E5. He played in one last BBC championship at one point. Wow. Okay, that must have been in the late 80s. He definitely didn't play when I was there. He had retired from tournament play altogether. We played Blitz. I played Blitz on a couple of occasions with Harry. I was like 21. Well, I first arrived, I was like 2150, so I'd quite, I mean, maybe like the second year, maybe I was even 2200. And still played Blitz with Harry a few times, where I was like master level. Yeah, I mean, I guess he was alive and coming to the club until at least 93 or so, if I remember correctly. Definitely, because he did sanction those matches with Godin and Racine, and I played like Chris Chase. Wow. How does that work? Zach McQueen here, like Larry. This wasn't. Oh, that's very cool. Mr. Fancy. Mr. Fancy Pants. That's Mr. Fancy Pants. Okay. Alrighty. Very well. I looked at the game. Anybody was here for the stream yesterday, the simul, where... Oh, we looked at that. Well, we kind of looked at it together, but I looked at it again. The game where I could castle queenside, and we're joking with Uber Driver. And it turns out castles queenside was played. Maybe we saw it, but anyway, I looked at it a little more. In the Steinitz game, Steinitz defense, I played a Steinitz defense. I don't know why. It was a weird move order. I guess I don't know why I played the Steinitz defense. Oof. Now with the queen or with the bishop? Spoiled for choice. White is better after this. I don't know if you should make that exchange. I'll qualify that. I don't think, or I'll change my statement. I don't think you should make that exchange. Not to say you're lost necessarily, of course, but it's just... You lost the initiative. Because of me. You don't like bishops or what? We have, you know, some players who are keen of the knights. Kino. They're known as Kino players. Joseph Dorkman, where are you when I need you? Yoshi in Hungarian. Yoshi says that Jesus, Mary, and Yoshi. Yoshi says that bishop and rook combo is good. Is good. B4 is tempting and probably bad, but we're going to make things interesting. Maybe I'll put a pawn on dark squares. Aha. Aha. I'll put multiple pawns in dark squares. If I can. If I can, so be it. My king is kind of cut off. I don't like that. You need to stop that. Stop harassing my king. Don't swap queens. Wow, his queen's pretty active too there, bro. I'd like to just point that out. His queen was pretty active as well, sire. Baby. This is annoying. What am I gonna do? I don't understand you, driver. You love exchanges. You live to exchange pieces. Why are there so many motorcycles in this district? Okay. Well, we might have to face the reality that likely this is a draw. I do hate facing reality, though. Very much so. Shoot. Don't see how I'm gonna do this without my king. If my own king had been not cut off, it might have been a different story. Just anything can happen, right? But knight d5 is coming, and let's just Be real. Keep it real, man. Right away. That I did not anticipate either. Hey. Wow. Strong knight. He's got the better king. Now he was better momentarily. Now not so much. Looks like a6 is a mistake. It's hard to recommend not taking there. If I take with the pawn. Hello? Have you seen my king lately? Alright, at least it was a decent game. I don't think that anybody made any terrible moves. I missed some chances. Not bad, not good. I can't win without my king. That's for freaking sure. It would be rational to play for a win here. I mean, I left my king out of the game. Yeah. Alright. Let's see how bad it was, according to the engine. Was I ever better? I thought I was. Maybe like changing queens, like Uber Driver said. Maybe I was never better, though. Yeah. When you play bishop takes f3, I'm the tiniest bit better. I thought it was more than tiny, but overall, a good game. I went a little too far with c3, probably, already. Actually, well, I guess I went too far with a5. I went too far. So let's see if this has ever been played. Okay, my d3 isn't good. It's not necessary to play d3 so early. It's inferior. So this transposes. Aha. And everyone else played the lame bishop g2. Except for you. You know, so this is, I'm the first person brave enough to do this, although it is interesting. Queen d5, knight c3 is forced. Oh, we do have one game. 2100 against 2200, almost 23. Hey, how's my internet? Okay, bishop e4. Hello. Oh, shit. Okay, so we followed this game. It's possible to take with the pawn there. Yeah, so in this game, the Finnish player, or maybe he's Finnish probably, played the Estonian, I guess, castles, which looks way more, safe. That's what I would do. Castles, bishop g2, like queen d6 or something. I mean, you can't. The pawn's hanging. I see. Okay, so you have to play bishop g4 at some point. Yeah, castle's queenside is a bit much. I missed 94 though. And I think bishop f3 is a mistake. The Uber driver he's tuned to the computer. He thinks I should take with the bishop. It's only like, still black's queen has a lot of room to maneuver, and you have good centralization and dark squares. Black's okay. Black is okay. Where's the next game? Guys, I'm here. We're only here for a short while, and then we turn back to dust. So if we have Art Vega's rating of party 11. Hello after a long time. Art, thanks for the raid. Welcome. Oh, Nedeye is hello after a long time. Art Vega rating with party 11. Nedeye, did you come with Art? From the Art raid? Art raid. Art, good to see you. I hope you still have the mustache. I saw you like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. I stopped to check your stream for a minute. I saw you were streaming. Sometimes you're playing the rapid, or it was a rapid arena, I think. I played a few games, but we didn't get paired with each other. I like that when that happened. Hello, I come from Art. You learned that VR chat has a chess community. VR chat has a chess community. It's kind of like a club with 30 plus people in one room and different boards. Oh, mostly furries and anime girls, though. Oh, shoot, that sounds terrible. You're playing the Nationals in a couple weeks. If I do, good job. Wow, coming over to Budapest this September for the Olympiads. That's great, man. Do it. Wow. I'll definitely be rooting for you. Budapest, yeah, we have the Olympiad here. Obviously I play for US, so I'm playing in the World Team Championship for the US B team, senior, because I'm old. The World Senior Team Championship just coming up in 2 weeks in Krakow. I might be here for September. I haven't. Unfortunately, I'm gonna miss. I think I'm gonna miss the World Senior this year because of just stuff. And but if I'm here, which is a 50% chance, I'll stop by. Of course, I would stop by at the Olympiad. I hope you can make it. Yeah, I'm taking challenges in chess. Furry suits optional. It's 7+5. Yeah, it'd be cool to meet you. Yeah, I love your stream, man. Not too many other streamers I like. I'm antisocial. The goal is to play what? Queen h1. The goal. No, best of luck to Art. Best of luck to Art, and I hope he qualifies for the Pakistani Olympiad team. He's definitely a good player, though I'm sure it's not easy there. Lots of good players probably for a national championship. All right, what are we doing? Waiting for challenge? We had a challenge. Oh, I'm like on the wrong screen. Okay. So Zen Chess is challenging me 7+5. Zen Chess and I had talked long ago about possibly finding a place to play VR chess because I have a VR. We have a VR headset here. My son's been using it for gaming, but we have VR chat. I never used it much, and I'm not real good with VR chat. I mean VR makes me a little bit like dizzy and stuff, but I would like to try. Okay. What am I doing? Oh no. Yeah, what are you playing these days? There was a better app called VR Chess Club on Quest. Oh, but there's just like no players or something. There's a chess set on Amazing Frog, but I always thought it would be funny to like play chess on some game. All right, 1d5 is mandatory. That's the Elephant Gambit, and it is not mandatory. You're a weird dude, Uber driver. No, it's hard to develop a player base or something like that. We're gonna go knight a5. The Panda variation. If no one else has a good name for this, I'm just gonna call it the Panda defense. I had the exact same game against someone yesterday. D6 is best. Knight c6 is like a tempo down. I'm a tempo down in something there. He's prepared. D4 immediately. So I wonder if I could play knight f6. It's the anti. Why is this an anti-Fred? The anti-Fred? It's just we're going to transpose to a kind of. I looked at this exact position yesterday with the phone engine. I won't reveal what the computer suggested here for white. Fred, I guess, didn't really hang out with Chigorin too much. But I'll take Chigorin over Fred any day. Uber driver. Who the fuck is Fred? Fred got nothing on Chigorin. Yeah, I mean, people have done this against me. C5! Walking to my home analysis now. I don't have a choice. It's a Philidor exchange variation of sorts. So, what do I do? I hate taking with the pawn. F4. If you like F4, you're down with Nefedov. Nefedov had a game yesterday against me in a Steinitz where we got a Philidor-like position, and he played f4, g4 real fast, and it's risky a little bit. You got to be careful not to play it too quickly. I mean, I like these type of structures for white too, not necessarily b4, but you do have to kind of carefully prepare your attack. I don't think, like yesterday, Nefedov was a little reckless the way he played it. 2 ads in a row. Holy God. You must be from the Midwest. Mr. Coffee said he's going to Nebraska, Zenchess. He has to go to like his uncle's funeral in Nebraska. It's not the best. Oh, maybe he's there now, actually. That's why he wasn't on the stream yesterday. Probably. I've got just such terrible memory. He had to go to... Did I say that already? Astrobate gifting tier 1 sub to NetEye. 6 ads. Oh, alright. That's it. Alright. There's no way that Sun Prism has reached the point where he's like, he's got to be provoking me on purpose at this point. There's no way he's doing it. He plays bullet, chess, and correspondence. He drops out of Simul's. He's like mentioning people I hate. He's got to be provoking me on purpose. You know, I mean, I like him, but I gotta draw a line somewhere. I really do. I'm sorry, dude. I don't want to time you out, but we gotta lay down the disciplinary rule here. What Sun Prism needs is a good military school. Why didn't his parents send him to a military academy or a good... All right. When I was in trouble when I was a kid, my father would like threaten to send me to military school. After a while, it didn't work anymore, but it was kind of scary when I was little. So that wasn't usually bad. B1. Solid choice. No, I feel like I'm being provoked. It's Monday morning. Don't provoke me. Don't poke the panda. The Russians have co-opted the bear. The same way that like Trump has co-opted the American flag. I saw an article about it. Don't let Trump take over the American flag. Okay? Don't let these like Trumpists. We're not going to let the Trumpists take over and co-opt the American flag. Okay? I'm not going to let Putin co-opt the bear. Bears are universal. Romania has a lot of bears. You know? Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the Russian bear. Guess what, bro? There's bears in every freaking country in the northern hemisphere. Today is National Bring Your Cat to Work Day. Aha. I don't know. I have this like capybara fetish going on lately. I really like capybaras. After Father's Day, for all the fatherless. It's like Halloween. And then we had like Mischief Night the next day. Abuse Your Father Day for the bad fathers. For all the bad fathers out there. Definitely Queen F3, a reasonable move here. That makes me not want to leave your father at home day. Thought of that. My dad used to take me to work. Not often. That was always fun, take your son to work. But it was cool because my dad didn't have a boring job where he like worked in an office or something. He was a traveling salesman. I mean, so he would drive all day, all around, and it was fun. It was fun to drive all around with him to all these like different customers and stuff. That's a pretty cool job to be like a kid. You just drive around, see all different places and stuff. Not far, but in the region. Still better than having your dad have like a boring office job. That's not cool. All right. And having a dad, well, not everyone is so lucky. All right. Yeah. Well, the psychological impact of having a single parent is, I think, really, really strong. But it's still probably better than having your parents like hate each other or something. What do I do here? Queen e7, check. Having two parents is ideal. Maybe three. My parents are a menage a trois. All right, this is getting too weird. Yeah, I'm gonna just go on to another subject now. A5. I have three dads. Two dads and a mom. Two witches. Just asking for a friend. I prefer two witches and a warlock. Personally. What's the difference between a warlock and a male witch? Oh no. That I laying down the conservative Eastern European he's laying down the conservative Eastern European illiberal. Warbon would agree with you. Christian right. Star Wars. All right, new Star Wars. The illiberal Christian right. No judgments. All right, B5. Yes. Hey, Batman. I'm not afraid. He has some good white square juice here, but there's really nothing there, Nothing there, man. Nothing there. What are you gonna do? I do need to develop some pizzas here. 2 pizzas. Mm-hmm. How's my night outpost coming along? Good. Very good. Damn it. I'm really... I love knight b6. I'm biased. I'm very biased against putting my knight on b6. Knight d6. Knight d6? No. No, I was thinking Asterbait. You the man. No, it's very underrated, but really, when you get down to it at the end of the day, the most important thing in chess, when we go beyond control of the center, king safety, is really this thing called coordination. You continue to be extremely weird. Keep it weird, man. You've been watching Charlie Brown. The teacher, Piggy. What are you talking about? Did you use like Google Translate or something? What's up with that, man? Teacher, Piggy? Sounds like the Great Pumpkin. That's what it was. That's why Charlie Brown is coming up in my mind. This sack the exchange for Mega Knight. Rook b6. Easy does it. ET phone home. Begging for tactics here. Now you got a sack the exchange. Oh. Pressure. You want me to sacrifice the exchange? Alright. Somebody's got to sacrifice the exchange. If it's not going to be you, it's going to be me. Probably going to regret this, but... Wow. Chester Rookington. Uh-huh. How's my knight driving? Really. Yeah, I did that. Sad. Reminds me of this game I lost to my phone yesterday. Not exactly, no. It's a little different. Everything was fine until I blundered rook takes c7. And then I had this game where I was like killing this guy the whole time. And then he just like became a genius with like 5-second increments. 3-second increments. Whatever. 2-second increments. It was 2-second increments. And he like played like God. Even though he was like -10 most of the game. Not quite the same. Am I disconnected again? Yeah, so anyway, it was a good game until it wasn't. It was a good game all the way, dude. Another successful Ponda defense. Ponda is solid. Better with the Ponda defense. Then it was like equal. And then we just like played like idiots at the end. So my exchange sack. The exchange sack was unnecessary. And the computer's suggesting knight c4, but like what does that do? Knight c4, rook d5, knight d6. Oh, it's a draw. Okay. Yeah, it was like equal at this point. It was equal. So I decided to sack the exchange to try to win. But it's probably more of a losing attempt. But I mean, if you gotta win, you gotta win. Did my sub go through despite the timeout? Did it timeout? Oh no. Oh. You're a real troll, man. I don't know. It looks like you're a subscriber. But I didn't get any notifications. It says you're a 7-month subscriber with a 6-month badge. I'm sorry, did my $1,000 donation go through despite the timeout? You're in the process of gifting to Zen Chess? Oh. Zen Chess? I don't know. Probably not. Oh no, it says tier 1 sub for 65 months. So I guess he is. It did. Yeah. But because of your punishment, you got no credit for it. Yeah, you're sub now, Zenchess. You got a panda. You got a panda next to you. Your screen name. Because I forgot I have to do the video for you. Yeah, this week I'm gonna do that. I gotta do your tournament recap. This weekend was pretty brutal. All right. Yeah. No, no, it's not weird. He got timed out. Maybe that affected it. But actually, no, it didn't. Something weird happened. Sun Prism. Asterbait gifted a tier 1 sub to Zen Chess 18 minutes ago. So you couldn't gift it. Well, I don't know how that works. Actually, Asterbait gifted a tier 1 sub to Zen Chess 18 minutes ago. Asterbait also gifted a tier 1 sub to NetEye Well, that's what it says. It says Astrobate gifted. So maybe like Zenchess, I mean, Sun Prism, you couldn't gift him a sub because he was already subbed or something? Alright. So NetEye is a sub. Well, it said 18 minutes ago. That was well before your timeout. It should have been before your timeout. Honestly, I can't stand the Italian game. That's why I'm playing the Ponda defense. They've still taken, well, I'm sure it went somewhere. Let's see. It's not on my mini feed, but that doesn't mean you didn't gift a sub. Maybe it like stacks up. Like Zenchess has sub for 2 months now. We'll let you know. Do the subs stack up? They should stack up. Discombobulator. Thanks for the donation. We're up to 1909. Yesterday he donated 20 big ones. Alright, I'm not gonna screw around. Play a proper Roy Lopez here. Bishop f7 ways better. Uber driver, everything is so simple, isn't it? For you. Uber driver, you like a fast food chess player. You expect everything to be like white and black, you know? No, it takes hard work and analysis to come to a conclusion like that. You can just snap your fingers and you have instant. I prefer black, but you have to do your own homework, man. Do your homework for once, man. C3 is inaccurate. It's black and white. No, Uber driver, he's too dogmatic, you know. Bishop f7. That's one of my favorite variations of the Ponda defense. It's sharp. Mikey. Who the fuck was Mikey? Mike Tyson, maybe. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do now. B5, D5? B5, D5. Alright. If you say so. Sludgy. It's like an open. I've mistakenly played like this with white, probably. When you don't think about your move order. Oh, he just doesn't care. He's just like, whatever. I'm just gonna do whatever. I'll do what I want to do. Cartman playing the white pieces here. He feels empty on the light squares. It's a little empty on the light squares. You might want to put a little gas in the tank. Um, Castles. I can play it like a marshal. Very good counterplay here for black. White has like no development. It doesn't look right. Bishop b7 is definitely a move. It's definitely a move, but anything's a move. F freaking 6 is a move. F6. You like F6? I'm on the fence about F6. F6 is stodgy. It's a little stodgy. F6, even F5, of course, we have to consider. This still doesn't resolve the main problem, you know? F5, E4 is possible. We really want to go for it here. F5 and E4. It's not exactly compact. F6, E4. Let's see what the peanut gallery is saying. I don't think you're winning that eye. I think we can safely assume that. It's a question of how whether you're worse or barely okay. I think it's a question of whether black has enough compensation or more than enough to sacrifice a pawn here. Although I don't have to sacrifice a pawn. I mean, F5 is playable. All right, let's just do F5. I feel like this is the simplest solution. I can play it and not think too much. Not the safest, but the simplest. They're different things, obviously. This is far from the safest continuation. I should probably play castles or bishop e7 and just sacrifice a pawn. Probably castles was the best move. Quite simply. And be down a pawn with terrific compensation. Wow, he did this. Oh my god. Hopeless. What's the word I'm looking for? The word I'm looking for is castles. Check. You have kind of sun prism disease. They have the same disease. You guys should go to treatment together. Make me feel materialistic. He's down the exchange, but he has tons of time. Mm. Nothing can possibly go wrong here. F4 has its pluses and minuses, let's say. Man, I'm so thirsty. I have nothing to destroy. I have nothing to drink. I gotta go buy water. I'm literally drinkless. No, I'm serious now. 1694. Now, if you took your time and played your best, you might be like 1994. You could gain 2 to 300 rating points if you didn't play too fast and take the game seriously. Oh my god. It's made in one. Easily 200 rating points. You would stop getting mated in one, for example. But before we go on to the next game, I just want to verify this line. C3 dubious, knight takes C4. It's also possible to play B5, but that seems sort of dumb. Eric Seidel. Oh, that's weird. Do you know? Eric Seidel is a chess player, is a poker player, right? I was confusing him with someone else. Okay. Eric Seidel is a good chess player, isn't he? Isn't he like a master? Okay. Rookie 1 B5. I'm the first person to play B5 here. Yeah, it's knight C5. I had this position with white before, where I was screwing around. And my opponent played knight C5. And I realized, like, it's not sound for white. B5 is a new move. Dr. Scholes. B5 is a new move. And you quickly played this. But the question is, after this queen A4, yeah, castles is the best move, or F5. So I spent like 4 minutes on this move. I hope I came up with the right answer. I played F5, but after the game, my feeling was it should be castles. Nedeye asked the question, am I winning here? It's a good question. Hello, shipmates. Some of us have been getting a little too tight around here. Castle is best. But f5 is damn close. And now he sacked the exchange for Mr. Fancy Chess. Why? Why did you sack the exchange? No. You have to suck it up and play like this. This is correct. You're up a Pam. You're up a Pam. No, you're not up a Pam. You're equal material here, but I have the two bishops. Black is better. You're up a Pam. Alright, subscribers first. Impure King is not a subscriber. Uh-oh. Yeah, my internet's been a little funky like the last 24 hours. Alright guys, we don't have too much time left. About 30 minutes. Time warning. Your opening's all the time weird. Well, that's not weird, it's just bad. You know, you're supposed to play rook e1. It's like a main line of the Roy Lopez. You know, that's not weird. It's just bad. You just dropped your central pawn in a main line opening. Everybody does it by accident sometimes. Wow. d4. I really shouldn't do this. Correct is bishop c4. Correct is bishop c4. Knight a5. I saw my old friend Emil Salanti. He's like 70-year-old IM. Emil said he still studies every day. But just with the board, no computer. And he's very creative. But I showed him my idea. He really kind of gave it a lukewarm reception. He doesn't play e45 anyway, so I don't think he honestly really cared. He liked it, but nothing special. Emil's a sort of hyper-modernist. Uber driver, I'm going to time you out. Giving away all the secrets of the Panda defense. Do you even watch the streams? Uber driver, do you actually ever pay attention? I hope you understand I've played that position on stream before. Not that much, but it definitely happened. King e7 isn't just a move, it's like exclamation point. It's the main line. Did we have this before? This looks familiar. Good day, mates. Have you kicked any koalas out of your simul's lately? Okay, maybe you could play a5 there. Really bad. I can't do an Australian accent, or any accent for that matter. Good day. Hey, that's... forget it. Alright, bishop d3. He who loves to overextend. Loveth. Lyle loveth. Oh, queen e7. Oh, I learned that. It's a little late for queen e7. It may be too late for queen e7. Wait, was I supposed to play queen e7 last move? That wouldn't make sense. You definitely can't play queen e7 until you develop your bishop. Okay. Whatever. Oops. Oops, there it is. I think you have to play knight e2 there, Mr. Discombobulator. Well, you don't have to do anything but pay taxes and die. Technically. And in Hungary, you don't even have to do that. This is an interesting pawn sacrifice, perhaps. Yes. Alright. Alright. True that, man. The guy is seriously sacrificing a pawn. It's possible this has been played before. You know that? If it hasn't been played, I probably analyzed it. Bishop takes d5, maybe. I'm not even sure it matters, honestly. Knight takes d5, castles, knight f6, or bishop takes d5, castles. It should be good for black, but I have to be careful. One false step, and you're at the bottom of like a 400-meter down ravine or something. Here, it's a long step down if you make an inaccuracy in this position. As the Wile E. Coyote can attest. One step down to the death of Wile E. Coyote in a desert ravine, or a large industrial-sized vat at Discombobulator's factory. I want a central pawn, and I want it now. Take it. I'll do what I want to do. Alright, I'm going to take this. I agree you have some compensation here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. It's a 1 to 2 pawn sacrifice. 2-pounder. A Royale with cheese. Discombobulator doesn't do defense. Royale with cheese, please. Do you want a second pawn? It's a tempo. And it assures us control of d4. Taking the second pawn. 2 pawns up. Two pawns up. I can castle on either side. Bishop c3 is it's pretty active, though exposed. I feel like I'm playing the Owens defense. What's it called? The England Gambit. Both. It's kind of a hybrid. It's the Owen defense and the England Gambit all roll into one. NetUp was here. I was thinking the other day how you mentioned that Brad Dourif was the voice of Chucky. I never realized that. I don't know if anyone ever thinks about the voice of Chucky. Who's not like, I would never watch Child's Play or whatever. It seemed like a really sort of stupid horror movie, but alright. At least they got a good actor to play the voice of Chucky. Seems almost like a waste, you know, why get a good actor to do that? You get anybody to do that. Alright, I guess you need a good actor for the voice of Chucky, at least. If the rest of the movie's gonna be like teenagers killing each other or whatever. I'm gonna lose on time. We're gonna lose on time. What do I do? I'll do what I want to do. What if I give you my bishop? How would you feel about that, bro? How do you like that, man? Take my bishop. Take it. Take it. No? No, take it. Uh-oh. He doesn't want to take it. We're not going to take it. I'm going to blunder soon. I guess I'm castling queenside now. Screw castling. It's for Uber driver. This is scary, man. You're scary. It's like playing against Chucky. Chucky plays chess. Chess playing Chucky would be scary. That'd be awesome. They could reboot like Child's Play and have Magnus Carlsen face Chucky. How awesome would that be? They both have like oversized heads. It would be, oh my god. Dude, you know how successful that would be? Magnus against Chucky heads up on the chessboard. Oversized heads bobbing. Dude, there would be so much hype about that. They could get. You'd have to get like Flava Flav to hype it up or something. You'd have to quit being the hype man for like water polo, women's water polo teams, just to hype the Chucky. And you get like Hans. Chucky could be like the chess automaton, the new like horror chess automaton, and like Hans could secretly be Chucky. Brad Dorf would do the voice, and Hans would use his anal beads to make the moves. It would be unbelievable. They should pay me to come up with these ideas. That shit is unbelievable. That would be like $1 billion movie, man. Unreal. I think I fucked up now, finally. Yeah. Take care, Nedog. Oh, maybe I get disconnected and flagged. Discombobulator is a chess psychopath, by the way. He only knows one way. His favorite band is One Direction. A German NFL commentator said Bill Belichick looks. That's funny. Yeah, Germans get a bad rap for their lack of sense of humor. It's not true. Like, look at Discombobulator. He's funny, and he's German. It's solely overrated that Germans have no sense of humor. They're just subtle about it. All right. Of course, Superdriver would say that. He would say that. Oof. Discombobulator is. He's gone to the Discombobulator now. He's discombobulated himself. He's fully 2 pawns down now. He's just clean 2 pawns down. he's been sort of shuffling the pieces too much. I'm afraid the discombobulator may not play enough increment time control games because he's playing like it's also playing like it's sudden death. Everyone has to understand this. Get it through your heads once and for all. Like increment and non-increment are different games. That's why I hated the Norway chess time control. You have a tournament where the first half of the game is one kind of time control and the second half is another. That's just absurd. You're asking people to play two different kinds of chess in the same game. Like, that's stupid. Sudden breath. That's when you have sleep apnea. Not a funny joke, Sledgy. You're like, ha ha ha. Sudden breath. Oh, that's different. All I'm saying is like sudden breath and increment need to be kept separate. At Norway Chess, they had the first 40 moves in X amount of time, and then the increments kicked in with no X amount of time at move 40. That's extremely strange and confusing, and just doesn't even make any sense. And you can't expect professionals who play every fucking tournament with a 30-second increment to suddenly adapt to these weird time controls without having effect on their game. It was unfair to Ding, and Caruana and other players, I think, and very unfairly favorable to Magnus and Hikaru. But no one ever mentions that, Literally, I think I'm the only person in the world who's mentioned this. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. Friday night, I think. No, maybe it was Friday night. Yeah, after my crazy Red Dead Redemption poker stream. I drank a lot Friday night, pretty much, and I've been joking about I was joking about the Guardian chess columnist Leonard Barden being like really old and out of touch, and the Guardian columns are like clearly not written by a 94-year-old. But then I had this dream. It was another like insanely deep like rapid eye movement rapid eye movement dream, where I dreamt that this was the craziest dream I had ever. Well, one of them. So I've never met Leonard Barden, okay, as far as I know. Although he could have been at like Hastings when I played there. I don't remember him being there. I don't even know what he looks like, I don't think. And so I had this dream that that Leonard Barden got wind of my comments and he invited me to his house. And I hung out with Leonard Barden. He's like 94, but he's really spry. And like he turned out to be really pretty cool and really active for his age in the dream. I guess I kind of drew upon this. My brain sort of drew upon this older English chess player friend I had who passed away years ago. Discombobulator, you need to practice an increment. But anyway, it ended up like I befriended Leonard Barden and we agreed to like we're gonna go to some tournament or something. It was just really bizarre. And then And then he had this like he had this. Well, I can't go into that part of the dream. There was a sexual element to the dream that didn't involve Leonard Bardon directly, but he had a female friend, and I can't tell you about that part. We're getting into my Freudian side now. Not too much there to tell, but anyway, it was a multifaceted dream. There was no sexual content involving Leonard Bardon. I just thought it was funny, because to have a dream about someone you never met. I felt kind of bad for bashing Leonard Bardon's column, but it's like, come on, bro. Like, 94-year-old people don't write columns about 9-year-old prodigies or aren't interested in that. If you're like 94 years old, you're like Uber driver's freaking 59 and he's like constantly talking about Morphe and Botvinnik and all these people. He's still stuck in. Yeah, Uber driver's only like less than 60 and he's still stuck in like the freaking 70s and the 80s. Do you think Leonard Bardon is going to be following the latest 9-year-olds? Anyway, I couldn't mock any blogs today, so I'll do that instead. All right, Richard Brenton. Anyway, I had this chess playing friend from England. He was from Yorkshire, who came to my house in Budapest years ago, and he was one of those people who would never leave. Like, the house guest that never leaves. He was a great guy to hang out with, but he was extremely annoying, and like you couldn't get him to leave. At some point, I had to like send him away. I banished him. I literally had to banish him. It's like you're a kid, and there's these neighbor kids whose like parents like don't pay attention to them, and they're not loved, and then like they come over your house, and your parents get pissed off because they won't leave. I think most people have this at some point. And my friend from England, again, who's passed away, this was years ago, John. He was a good soul, and he was funny and entertaining. Maybe a little bit in my dream. I think my memory sort of they modeled this Leonard Bardon character after John, but also when I was in Hastings back in the 90s as a young master. I got invited to Robert Wade's house, which at the time I thought was cool. He was pretty nice, and he was a strong, famous chess writer who originally from like New Zealand or whatever, or Australia. I think New Zealand or Australia. But anyway, it turned out he was gay and he liked younger men, but maybe it didn't have anything to do with the fact that he invited me to his house. I had no idea, and he was very polite, and there was nothing weird about it. But someone later told me I had this keep happening to me with like gay chess masters that I didn't know were gay. We're gonna leave Emery Tate out of this because Emery wasn't gay. All right. But anyway, I used to have a following, is what I'm trying to say. Unfortunately, with the wrong sex. All right. The problem is that chess players are like 99% men, So if you get a stalker, it's probably, or some kind of chess player trying to seduce you, it's 99% chance it's going to be a guy. Asprey's heard my. You've heard my stories before. So Barden wrote a chapter in the book of Big Bobby's Games. No, I mean the dude. I couldn't believe he was. I couldn't believe he's like still alive. You know. I was joking last stream that they probably are just like somebody's like from his estate is like collecting his pension or something. Pension fraud. One of my friends just died. Old friends, chess friends, just died. I found out from Uber driver who was only like 60. And there's a lot of people who are not dying. Soltis, longtime columnist for the New York Times, he's still alive. He's got to be 80, right? Soltis must be around 80. The pension frauder. That's just boxing in July. No way. Oh my god. Boxing, dude. I want to see, and I told this many, many times. I want to see Feingold against pension frauder in mud wrestling. The pension frauder, he has very strong darts. He looks like he would be a darts specialist. He has the darts thing going on very strongly. He should create like a. Who's that famous darts player with the fan, the like dinosaur fan on his head? The beard is cool enough though. Yeah, I gotta find some scam angle. Phil Taylor is number one always. Okay, it must be Phil Taylor then. Uh, but I like watching darts when I'm drunk. On a few people like to do that when we're drunk on Saturday nights. Dude, imagine mud wrestling with Ben Feingold and Simon Williams. How cool would that be? Not as cool as Chucky against Magnus in a horror flick. The final showdown. I think this would fly. I think between Magnus, Hans, Hans playing for Chucky, honestly, Feingold versus Simon Williams in mud wrestling wouldn't make much money. But mud wrestling's out anyway. It's not popular. It's not PC. But naked. uh could be a phone error. Feingold. Chess boxing. The possessed chess automaton. It's a great idea. Wanna play, Magnus? Chess is popular. Gotta use it, or you lose it. Let's make a chess horror film. We're good here. This is good. We're just always a pawn up against Richard. The dude likes to sacrifice pawns. He sacrificed one yesterday as well. Didn't you know? Yesterday wasn't. Yesterday, you know what the funny thing was, Richard? I looked at our simul game and I thought I was lost, but it wasn't that bad as I thought. During the game, I had the feeling like I was like almost lost in the late opening against Richard, but I was only slightly worse. It definitely felt worse than it was. All right, guys, this is our last game for today. I'm out. I gotta take care of some stuff. But I did enjoy the games today. Some good stuff. All right, see if we can grind Richard down. Impure King, I gotta go. But you can subscribe to get a more instantaneous response next time. We sometimes do some boulder chess in our team. Oh, rapid, but climbing a wall every third move. Oh, that's cool. No, that's great. That's great for kids. Hey. I'd have to get in shape for that. Nice move, b5. Preventing knight c4. Just I was like reaching to play knight c4 and he prevented it. Not bad. Although we have an a4 break now. My king again. Coffee king. Not sure knight e4 is all that great. It's a kind of robotic move. Guys, I want to thank everyone for helping to support our fundraiser for the World Teams. We're almost there. Almost there. Speaking of pawn breaks. He has h5. I need to get my king in this game. King is really sad today. Not treating my king very well. Discombobulator. Boulder chess. Boulder dash. Wow, h5 is a good move now. That is rather unfortunate for me. You have h5. Oh. And that move I did not expect. Not sure I'm winning here. Nacho. Ooh. I'd rather be a pawn up than a pawn down. But I feel materialistic when I'm playing against Richard. He's more keen to sacrifice material than I am. So he's always like down a pawn. Boulder dash. Impure King, I'm not going to take that challenge. You've got to challenge me another day. I do take the subscribers first, so I'm not trying to cheat anybody out of the game. But Black is in trouble now. Lacking any sort of counterplay, Black must be lost. You had your chances. What about the capture on d6? Cancel. If you take with the king, don't give me that ability to play d5 and rook e6. Probably a better shot. That might be the final blow, really, for black there. He's just totally denied any counterplay now. How do you continue? Like, you can't do anything. Like king b6, rook takes, d6 check, king b6, rook d6 check, king c5, and even there, rook d7, and you're down 2 pawns. Although it's probably better to be down 2 pawns and be active than down 1 pawn and passive, obviously. Blog mockers, you're a little late. You missed all the good blog mocking. No, I didn't really mock any blogs, but I was joking about Leonard Bardon again. I had a Leonard Bardon dream, which I forgot to mention on Friday night. Now I've mentioned it. He was pretty cool for a 94-year-old dude. Pretty spry for 94. So he was pissed that I criticized his article about 9-year-old prodigies for being out of touch. But he was nice about it, you know. It is not good for black, this position. He got wind of my criticisms. We had a showdown. Things, You don't say. You had that move. I know about that. I know about that little trick you got there with f4. That's nice. That's all right. We got time. And now, go back in your box. Back in your box. I'm coming around the other way. Now it's either stalemate or you have the opposition. He has opposition. I have the opposition. Now, I have the opposition, 2 extra pawns, and a tempo. God damn. This opposition isn't helping me. The tempo does. And make him run out of moves. Now that's opposition. Now there's no king a6, bud. He's a tough fighter. Richard the Fourth. All right, guys, we're going to be back. Tomorrow is tournament day, and we're going to do a Swiss. I'm sorry, Chess Riddler, but tensions have been flaring due to obviously tensions have been flaring due to flaggage. So, where's the checkmate again? Checkmate? Check and mate. All right. See you guys later. I'll see you Tuesday. I'm sorry, but it's a Swiss. I want a good attendance. Keep it clean. No insulting each other. And we'll see you for the Tuesday Ponda Swiss. Later, guys. Bye-bye.